Hey everybody, this week's video we're going back in time, not back to the future, but back in time to when was that? That was beginning of November.
Actually, it was the end of October, like October 21st, 22nd,
yeah, 23rd. There you go.
Yes.
So that's when we left New York, Pennsylvania area, and we're headed back to Texas. Of course, we got hit there in North Carolina, but before then, we came through West Virginia. And we did a quick stop. Oh, we did spend the night, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Can't remember the name of the town. We'll put that in the video, but on the New River Gorge. New River Gorge is the newest national park in the United States. We'll give you the details in the video. You'll see that. Yeah,
it became a national park on in December of 2020.
There you go. So, and then we also stopped in Mount Airy, North Carolina, hometown of Andy Griffith, and did a little looking around, and we did spend a night there too, yes. Didn't we?
And if you didn't know, Andy Griffith and the Andy Griffith Show is one of Bill's all-time favorite shows.
It sure is. So I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll talk to you later.
Heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always.
They have a museum, but it's actually closed off because of COVID. Because they're back to maintaining 25 people capacity. Does this remind you of anything from some of our other videos? New River Gorge looks just like Pine Creek Gorge. Isn't it beautiful?
Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. You miss the ones you know. I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time.
They have a bunch of cabins, don't they?
They do. Okay, we're staying in Riff Rafters Campground near Fayettville, West Virginia, near the New River Gorge. That reminds us a lot of the Pine Creek Gorge over near Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. I mean, they could be twin sisters of each other. What is that in the road? Oh, somebody's cat.
They have a couple cats here.
Oh, how cute are they? Yeah. Just be careful. Don't move, baby. But look at these fall colors. Aren't they beautiful?
Tent sites, 4 to 7.
Yeah, I did notice that they had some tent sites here.
That's kind of nice. They have platforms for the tents. Don't kill.
Well, there's the trail. Most of the trail is closed right now. I don't know if they've had some damage done to it.
Maybe because it's so wet.
Could be.
It's cute up here. Reminds me of that one in Irwin, Tennessee.
River's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. Hoping you would stay, but I've always known that you would go and find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, to feel the wind and watch the river run.
The laundry room is right next to the office. It looks like they have some go-kart rentals. An adorable little playground. I guess these are the owners' houses. I'm not sure. There's a big house there. It is a beautiful 60-degree day. So nice. Awesome. We are in Site 18 on Barney Fife Boulevard. One of my favorite characters. All right, so they're nice level gravel pads. When Bill backed up, we were only 1.5 inches off. I know. And it does smell good. They were mowing when we got here. And I'm showing you the campground right now. I'd say the only minus with the campground is that it has very few trees, and unless you get a premium spot, there's really not picnic tables, grills, or a fire ring. But other than that, it's got so much to offer. It's really nice if you're okay with it not having a lot of trees. I was videoing earlier that I said was probably the owner's house is actually called Bunker Home Place, and they have weekend tours there. They have some really great meeting areas, group shelter kind of things. This one actually even has a kitchen attached to it, as well as a really nice big black stone grill. Nice. There's one of the fishing holes, catch and release. Highway 77 is just right above this knoll here, but over where we are, you don't hear it that much. I know you can hear it a lot right here, but over where we are, it's not that bad. This playground looks like it might be for kids that are a little older, who are stable enough to climb a lot more than the one playground at the front near the office. On the map, there's over 200 sites here, so there's campsites back there within the trees, and then there are a lot of campsites up here, which is where Bill and I are staying, up in this area that doesn't have hardly any trees. I like that little fire truck there, that's cool. And there's the back of the farmhouse. They have quite a few of these like gathering picnic areas around, probably because they don't have tables at your spot. But you know, and if you had a large group, you would definitely want to be able to have a place to sit. And since your gathered group would probably be down in this area where there aren't any tables and stuff, you need to like reserve one of those. They have like 4 or 5 just in this area alone. I don't know about up on the hill and in the treed area. So.
Cute.
It is cute. Oh, that's good. So we are in Mount Airy,
North Carolina.
North Carolina, and it is the home or the birthplace
of Andy Griffith, who grew up here. I always thought this is where they filmed the Andy Griffith show, but no, this is actually where he was born and raised, mostly. There you go.
Yeah, there's some that'll act out Barney and Floyd and Andy and Barney and Otis, maybe.
And they'll have like a little show.
Yeah.
Kind of like some towns out west have a gunslinger show or something. There's actors here that will portray them and do a little show.
Right.
Oh, that's neat.
So now we got to find it because it's right in here someplace.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to put my phone on and pull up the map.
Well, it said it was this way, the sign,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen another sign pointing in another direction yet.
Exactly.
So it's got
Cute
to
town.
be this way. It is a cute little town.
Okay, Andy Griffith Museum is coming up on the left, and then in a little while we'll take a right on that street, and then it'll take us down by the Andy Griffith Jail,
Oh, gotcha.
or the Mayberry Jail. So the Andy Griffith Museum should be like right over here someplace.
Andy Griffith Playhouse. Nope, that's the Playhouse. That's the theater.
I've been driving all night long to the place where I belong, back to where I started from, the only place that I call home. 17 around the bend, drinking with my old best friend, listening to the radio. I thought we'd stay until the end. It wasn't always right.
Now if I go up here, and we take right.
Right here you have Wally's Service Station and Fred's, and then the Mayberry Courthouse and Andy Griffith's office.
Emmett's Fix-It Shop.
Yep, Emmett's.
I guess this town's still a big part of me. That's the spot where I got caught, running from the cops. I thought they would have changed the name by now. The owner, someone as anyhow. That's where I saw Jenny first. Man, I think I almost burst. I heard that she's a doctor now. She got out of this place somehow. But it wasn't all that bad. This was all we had. When I see it now, I always feel so free. I guess this town's still a big part of me. I wish I could have seen this all with you, but you're out somewhere else, and there's nothing I could do about it now.
Yeah, the belly pan he worked so hard at the beach. Yeah, that's what he's trying to figure out right now. He bent that back metal frame. He was going to try to bend it back, but he can't get that back. He's drilling out the rivets in order to get this off.
Oh, there we go. We've been full-time in for what? 2.5 years, since February of 19. And we've had this Airstream since 2017. We've towed it almost 65,000 miles. No incidents until today.
Maggie Valley will be forever imprinted on our
Yeah.
minds.
But it is pretty here.
It is a pretty town, that is for sure.
Today we're out at Lake Georgetown on the Goodwater Loop, and we walked over to Crockett Garden Falls.
There you go.
And we just wanted to stop for a minute. We're going to bring you this video in just a couple of weeks, and I thought Bill could talk to you just a little bit about an update on our campers bumper.
Well, you know, we got hit back in November, and actually end of October. Got to Texas in November. We got it worked out with the insurance company. It wasn't the best of experiences, but we're going to be okay with what they paid us. Arranged with a company, a gentleman that actually restores Airstream, stuff that can fix it. Back then, he ordered the parts, and that's where we're at. We're still waiting for parts. Airstream, I'm sure, is way behind on shipping parts. Probably because a lot of parts that would go into ours may still work in Airstreams being built today. So I'm sure they're not wanting to give up too many parts. But we're keeping our fingers crossed that we'll get the parts and the repair done in March so that we can head north in April.
All right, so stay tuned. We'll give you a full update once we get all the repairs done.
Yep.
And be sure to subscribe, hit the notification button, and leave us a comment below about, you know, where would you like to see us go? What would you like to see us do? We have a little bit more leeway, and we're trying to do some planning for the future, and we'd like to get your thoughts on that. So get up and get out, and we'll see you in the next video.